good as Luis Suarez is, Carlo, there's no denying the fact that Robin van Persie, at the moment, is the greatest player in the Premier League. He was so important to Arsenal, scored all the goals, and as a matter of fact, he's made another step up in his career by joining Man United. And he has just shown that he wasn't just a big fish in a relatively small pond at Arsenal. He's very quickly gone from a player who people thought that United didn't need to a player that United can't do without.
There's no doubt that both Van Persie and Suarez are world-class players. I'm not going to sit here and argue that Van Persie is a poor player. He's quite clearly one of the best strikers in the world. But what I think you can say is that Suarez is a more complete player than Van Persie. He can use his right foot, his left foot, he's faster, he's more skillful, he's better dribbler, he's a more dynamic player than Van Persie.
Although both lead the line and both play centrally, I think you look for different things from both Suarez and Van Persie. And I just think that Van Persie has that cutting edge when it comes to meaningful finishing and making his team the difference between winning games, drawing them and losing them. I just think he has that knack that's been bred into Manchester United players under Sir Alex Ferguson, in that he can come up with equalisers and winning goals at the drop of a hat. And he's already etched himself almost into Manchester United folklore by becoming one of these classic match winners that United have always had on their side.
In his current role as the focal point of Manchester United, I think he's a better player than Suarez. But what Suarez gives is greater tactical flexibility. He can play in a two-man front line as a second striker and as a first striker. He can play in a three-man attack, both on the right, on the left, in the centre. He can play a little bit deeper if need be. Whereas Van Persie, until 18 months ago, no one even knew what his best position was. And as a result, he struggled for various teams, under various managers, for club and especially for country. And it's only in the last 18 months where the whole team, if you like, the whole attack has been built around Van Persie, that he started to really fulfil his potential.
Perhaps I would say you're right in saying that the attack was constructed around him at Arsenal, but at Manchester United, there's no doubt about it, he would have had to have gone to United and fight for his place. They already had Wayne Rooney, Javier Hernandez, obviously Berbatov and Owen have left, and Danny Welbeck is there as well. So with the rotation policy that Ferguson favours, there was no guarantee that Van Persie was even going to start at the beginning of the season. In fact, he made his debut from the bench against Everton in the game that they lost. But he has gone on to overshadow Rooney and to complement Hernandez, who's United's second top scorer this season. Suarez is playing for a mid-table team and he's playing in the Europa League. And yeah, he's picking them up points and he's scoring goals in Europe. But Robin van Persie is keeping United top of the league single-handedly.
I would disagree there. I think Suarez is more important for Liverpool than Van Persie is for Manchester United. If you look at last season, United was seconds away from winning the Premier League without Van Persie, and actually Manchester City, who are their only real rivals for the title this season, are a weaker team this year than they were last season. Whereas Suarez, he scored 15 of Liverpool's 34 goals this season. That's almost 1 in 2. If you take Suarez out of that Liverpool team, out of that Liverpool attack, you know, you're looking at a team that's probably going to be struggling in or near the relegation zone. Whereas with Van Persie, with United, they've got such an embarrassment of riches in attack. Rooney, Hernandez, you know, even though the attacking wingers like Young and Valencia and Kagawa in the whole, there's lots of goals in that team.
It's very easy to be hypothetical about something like that, but the fact of the matter is that Robin van Persie's goals and assists are responsible for 26 out of Manchester United's 52 points so far this season, which means that without his goals and assists, they would be a mid-table side, as the fact stands. He scored 16 Premier League goals, I think, and he's already contributed 6 assists. Combine that with his European form, and you're looking at, quite possibly, the greatest player in the Premier League in 2012.